What's going on? It's been a long time, man. Putting out a video for my sisters, man. I've been chilling. Just playing a lot of tennis. Man. So that's what I've been doing. Day in and day out, practicing, playing, doing all that crazy stuff. So just enjoying the weather, enjoying my time, enjoying my peace, staying away from all the foolishness. Good. You know what I mean? Anyway, I wanted to come and put this video out here because I just want to give some little options for my sisters when they're going out there and they're engaging with these men, these stupid knucklehead men. You know what I mean? Not all of them, but you got some knucklehead men who make it bad for other men. And this applies to when you're out there and guys are coming to approach you and they're approaching you in a kind of disrespectful, assertive type of manner where they don't have any real regard to you telling them that no, you don't want to give your phone number out, or that you have a man, or whatever it is. Women go through this every day. They go through this every day, especially my sisters. Got these knuckleheads who want to sit up here and talk and act all wild because the young lady doesn't feel like being bothered. They don't feel like talking to you. You may approach them the wrong way. So, I'm going to give you a few options. I don't know if it's a few options, but I'm going to give you some options. Now, anytime you have men come up, you have to already be set up in a way where you are letting them know that you're just not the person who doesn't have any type of backing, doesn't have any protection, doesn't have somebody in their corner. See, men talk all this nonsense when they think that they could do something and it's just a little old female. And they think they can kind of get away with whatever it is and there's no repercussions. Or they don't think that, there's anything to really be worried about. That's where you have to come in, and that's where you have to start speaking and saying, you know what? Some guy comes off being assertive like, oh, yo, I want you to give me my number. What you talking about? You got a man. Your man, what? You got to first be able to be quick on your toes and start saying, you know what? Listen, I apologize. I got my brothers. My brothers are around this area right here. They're about to link up with me. I just got to give them a call and stuff like that. But they're about to be linking up on me. And a lot of times, my brothers, with past experiences with other men, my brothers are they're very protective. So let me just, listen, I'm not in the mood necessarily right now, or, I do have a man, like I told you before, but I do got to get on target and on task with my brothers, because my brothers are going to be around here. And if they come around, then it becomes a problem, stuff like that. You got to you have to insert something in there that lets these men know, oh, there's other men around. And you let them know in the capacity of they're around the vicinity, like very accessible, like you can get touched. And it's not throwing off no threats, but you're letting them know that, hey, I got brothers. You know what I mean? One brother's, you say brothers that are very protective of you, and they always are looking to see, if guys are around or something like that. That makes a little bit of a difference. Now, you still got some knuckleheads who'll still keep on doing whatever. And the other thing is that you just say, hey, listen, my brother's tracking me. I got my brothers who are tracking me. They got the whatever y'all know, the Apple stuff that y'all folks have. I know there's some type of thing where you could track a person or whatever. You let them know that, hey, I got my brothers are always tracking me every day of where I'm at. I already told them that I was at such and such, and I need to meet up. If they see that something looks like there's a detour or delay, then they're going to show up. So listen, you have a nice day, but right now I'm not interested. You got to put in that capacity. You know what I mean? You have to make up certain things, but you have to be quick on your toes by inserting things about that there's other males that are around, that other males are in your life. See, when men realize that there's other men in your life, especially brothers, if they realize that, then they're a little bit hesitant on trying to act up and trying to cut up and stuff like that. Like I said, you may have some knuckleheads that kind of push it or whatever, but that's why I say you also mention the stuff about being tracked. That you being tracked, and if your moves look a little delayed or whatever, hey, you don't want no problems with your brothers. Make sure that you have, you know, cats on your pictures. You know, you have some pictures of some guys who look like they've been around you or whatever, and you say, hey, listen, it's not a joke. Look, my brothers are really serious about that. Or you mention stuff about the, hey, you know, my cousin, my father is in law enforcement, and, you know, they're always aware of what my steps are, what I'm doing, and it's just a day and age that they're very protective, so I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to take up your time. I'm going to, you know, bid you a good day, and that's about it. That's what I need my sisters to do. My sisters need to insert something where you have someone else who is behind you, someone else who's in your corner, just to throw the men off, to let them know that, hey, you're just not sitting out here being dolo, being solo, that you just not, you know, walking around and there's not anyone who really cares about you or is worried about you, or again, like I said, is going to protect you. Very important. Me being as a brother, that I have my sister knows. She walks around whatever, but if she needs to get on a call or whatever, and she knows her brother's going to go up there. Now, she's going to make sure that she doesn't put me in a position where, you know, it's of danger. But men act a lot different when all of a sudden another man comes around. I've experienced it so many times. Going around different women, men act different. They act totally different. They change all that energy. So if you're in a position where you're out and about and you don't want to really be bothered or whatever, you have to formulate a story and let these cats know that you got brothers that you're getting ready to meet up with, or your brothers are tracking you, or your father or your cousins in law enforcement, and they're very particular. They want you to get on the phone and let them know about your whereabouts, where you're at, and stuff like that. That way, it puts that gauge on that person's mind to be thinking like, you know what, let me think twice before I start cutting up, start acting up. They don't know whether or not it's true or not. And even if it is true, then that's better for you. But they don't know whether or not it's true or not. And they don't want to necessarily take that chance. They may sit up there and be like, you know what, okay, listen, I got to get on the phone, and you get on the phone and you act like that you go on a call and you talking to somebody, even if it's a friend that you have, another male friend, that you let that male friend know, hey, listen, if I call you, it's because I'm stuck in a situation. And you call that particular male and say, hey, you know, listen, I'm here and, you know, I got a situation, whatever, and let that male then start talking to you. This is what I need my sisters to become smart about, on how to handle and navigate yourself through these times of dealing with these knuckleheads. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate how my sisters got to deal with knuckleheads. Cats that just can't just say, hey, whatever, and then leave it alone and take their rejection and walk away. They got to get stupid, and they got to act ugly, and they got to do all this disrespectful stuff. And it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. But hopefully these are a few tips that my sisters can use. Anyway, I got to go to the park because I'm going to go play my tennis. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace out.